New 6 is brought to you by this station and by the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation.
Today on News 6, we'll see how kids study about other countries. We'll meet a man with a strange pet. And we'll visit with a young singing group. Hi and welcome to News 6. I'm Brian Arnold from Bath Middle School in Lima, Ohio. Here with a group that sings a great tune is Ryan Hain.
A popular song many years ago was, "I'd like to teach the world to sing." One group in Lima that could give these music lessons is from Bath Elementary School, the Kids from Bath.
Kids from Bath is the 4th grade performance group from Bath Elementary School. I started the group about 6 years ago when various organizations spoke to me about the desire of hearing children sing. Kids from Bath sing 26 performances every year for school organizations, civic functions, and senior citizens.
How do you choose the Kids from Bath?
I choose students for Kids from Bath on 3 criteria. First, the love of music has to show on their face. They have to want to work very hard because they spend many noon hours at recess practicing for performances. And it helps if they're halfway on pitch.
I like being in Kids from Bath because I learned to sing and I made new friends, and we're going to Washington, and I hope we have a lot of fun.
When I get to Washington, we're going to go to Constitution Hall, and we're going to sing with the Air Force Band. I learned to be responsible and learn how to sing.
I enjoy having Kids from Bath, and I think the students get a real satisfaction out of bringing happiness to the many people they sing for.
In March, the Kids from Bath will travel to Washington, D.C., where they will sing in a unique musical event, the world's largest concert 86.
This week's show is produced by Michelle Sanders and Hylo George Ice's 6th grade classes from Bath Middle School in Lima, Ohio. Lima is located in Allen County, about 50 miles south of Bowling Green. The town was founded in 1831 and its present population is around 54,000 people. Now here's Stacy Billow with the Bear of a Story.
What kind of pets do you have? Dogs? Cats? Charlie Epperson wasn't satisfied with having any ordinary pet, so he bought himself a bear.
It was a grizzly winter day, not a day fit for kid or beast, when our class went to visit Charlie Epperson. Charlie has an unusual pet, 2.5-year-old bear named Hurt. When Charlie first got Hurt, he kept the bear in the house for a month. Hurt moved outside after the bear started climbing up furniture and curtains. Hurt now lives in a bear pen behind Charlie's house. Hurt? Hurt! Hurt is very playful.
When it's warm out and he is out, he's playful and active, and you learn a lot from him. You know what's his. He knows what's his. What's his is his. He's got 2 bowling balls in here. He rolls around. He's got a bathtub here that in the summer I put water in. He gets in that. He's got a plastic barrel here that he rolls around, plays with, sets on. It's just, he's just a good pet. I think he's a better pet than a dog. I ordered this bear through Woods and Waters Nature Park at Delvis, Ohio, almost 3 years ago. Herc's almost in hibernation. He's starting to go into that phase now. They get real slow. Their body metabolism gets low, and he just wants to sleep.
A lot of people think humans are smarter than animals. I don't think so. Herc was smart. He didn't want to come out in the cold.
I don't blame Herc for not coming out today. Bad weather. It's just too cold.
Now it's time for Kids View, a weekly feature in which kids get to tell people what's on their minds. This week's question is, if you could be anybody you wanted to, who would you be and why? And it was submitted by Stacy Billow. Here's what you had to say.
I would like to be Walter Payton because he's a football player.
I'd like to be Sylvester Stallone because he's in a lot of great movies.
If I could be anybody in the world, I'd be Mrs. DeJonis because she's unique and very smart.
If I could change identities with anybody, I'd change to Marcus Allen because he's a great running back.
I would like to be Christy Brinkley because she makes a lot of money.
I would like to be Superman because I always wanted to fly.
I'd like to be Brooke Shields because she's pretty and makes money.
I would like to be Arnold Schwarzenegger because he's big and strong.
I would like to be Deborah Allen because she is such a great dancer.
I would like to be Michael Jordan because he's rich and famous and a great basketball player.
Everyone in the United States knows what it is like to live in this country. But what is it like living in foreign lands? Our class can't afford to travel to these exotic countries, so we bring the countries to our class.
We don't just read about different countries in Mrs. Georgiadis' and Mrs. Sanders' 6th grade classrooms. We live it.
Why does your class study international culture?
I began this particular approach to teaching about 6-7 years ago when I decided I wanted young people to become participants in learning about other cultures. And I felt the best way to do it would be to have them feel, taste, see, and touch actual products of those particular cultures. The culminating experience would be the International Feast. The International Feast is a feast of ethnic cuisine, foods from the countries that the young people had studied. Their parents would help them make the dishes. All too often you hear people say, "Oh, I can't stand it, it's ugly, I don't want to eat that, yuck." Well, that's a no-no. The dance that our young people will be presenting for you today is an Israeli line dance called Erev Shoshanim. I feel it's very important to study about other countries and other cultures, because if we don't, how else can we prepare our young people to get along with other inhabitants of this world of ours?
That's all for this week's show. We hope to see you again real soon on News 6.
News 6 is brought to you by this station and by the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation.